guys, my name is Megan and today I'm going to show you how to make these very cute and festive autumn candle holders. These are great for fall, they look beautiful lit up, and these will be a lovely decoration for your home. And I hope you have picked up your packet of supplies from the library, and once you do that you can follow along with me to make your beautiful candle holder. Okay, so we are going to take out all of our supplies and get ready to do our craft. We have our mason jar, which has already been washed and rubbed down with rubbing alcohol by me. So if you're doing this on your own, I would recommend wiping down your jar first. We've got our bag with raffia and our leaves in it. We have our foam brush, and we have our small size of tacky glue. I have already put my tacky glue into a cup so that it's easier to work with. If you have a small cup, you could do that, disposable one, or even if it's not disposable, you can just wash it out afterwards. It should come out as long as it's not dry. And then I'm going to take my leaves out. So what we're going to do first is we are just going to dip our brush in the glue and start just wiping down our jar with the glue. It's quite thick, so it's going to go on pretty thick here. Just try to spread it out as evenly as you can. You don't need a big layer, a big thick layer. Just as thin as you can is great. And this is going to be really great for making your leaves stick really well to your jar. Okay, so I have an even layer of tacky glue on my jar, and then it should be fairly easy to start sticking our leaves on right away. I'm just going to go ahead and start sticking these leaves right on there. And it's good to sort of spread them out color-wise, put them in different directions if you'd like. Just sort of get a nice variety. And if you do get some glue on the top of the leaves, it's not really a big deal because it's going to dry clear, so it's not really something too big to worry about here. You can overlap leaves. Now, if they don't want to stick down to the other leaves, you can just grab some glue. I just put it right on my finger. I'm not shy about that, and just kind of spread it underneath where you want it to stick between the leaves. That helps really a lot to do that. And keep going and sticking your leaves on. A little negative space is okay too, because that'll just make it more interesting, a little bit like you might see in nature where there's not perfectly laid down. But that will also allow some light between the leaves to kind of shine through when it's done, and that's really pretty as well. And then if it's not sticking in some spots here, you can just kind of dab it with your finger and make it stick a little bit better. Any spots you see that need a little extra help. And you should have some glue left over for, we're going to do a top layer as well. So once you get it where they're sticking fairly well to the glass, enough will stay down. It doesn't need to be perfect at this point. Will be good enough. Okay, now we've got our leaves sticking down to our glass pretty well here, and we've got them arranged the way we like. in a pretty way. So our next step is going to be, you should have some glue left over. You don't need a ton. We're just going to put one more layer on top. And it is really thick, tacky glue. So what we're going to do is just thin it out a little bit. I just have a water bottle here. I'm just putting a couple drops in. You really don't need a lot of water. And we're just going to mix it with the glue. It might take a couple minutes just to get it evenly mixed with our glue. Just so we have a nice thinner glue to work with to layer over the top of our leaves. If you need to add more water, go ahead. And just thinned it out a bit. So then we're going to just go over our top layer on our leaves. You can start from the middle of each leaf and go outward. And this is going to make them stick even more and make it a nice shinier finish for your finished candle holder. You can just keep going over the whole top. Try to be gentle on the edges. Okay, we've got our top layer of glue down on top of our leaves, and if you see any sticking up, you can still just kind of smooth it down a bit so it stays. And when you've got an even layer, you can just put it aside and wait. It's going to take at least an hour to dry, but if you still see it looking a little white in some areas, I would leave it a good couple hours or even overnight to make sure it's completely dry. Okay, once our candle holder is all dry and ready to go, it is ready for its finishing touches, which is basically just our raffia ribbon we can tie around for decoration. And I'm just going to tie it around just like it's, tie the bow just like a shoelace bow, just in a simple tie. You probably have too much, but I wanted you to have enough raffia. You could do it like a thicker with multiple strands put together, or you could just keep it thinner like I have it here. And then you can trim any loose edges that you have here. Just trim that. And as you can see, this is our candle holder is all done. And it looks very lovely and ready for us to light our candle and put it in. And this is our lovely autumn candle holder, ready to glow up your living room or your table. It can be used as a candle holder, or it could also be used as a flower vase, or really anything you want. So enjoy. Hope to see you next time. Bye.